As many as 250,000 people have been displaced by the violence in Syria in recent days. A monitoring group says about 150,000 people have fled a Turkish military offensive in Afrin in the north. In the south, tens of thousands of people have been fleeing the rebel-held enclave of Eastern Ghouta outside Damascus. It's been subjected to a Syrian government offensive. Harry Darkins reports.
Leaving before it's too late. Reports say at least 20,000 people have fled a military offensive in Eastern Ghouta on Saturday alone, leaving almost everything behind, escaping the death throes of Syria's last rebel stronghold.
We wanted to leave 3 months ago, but the Ghouta rebels did not allow us. They starved us.
This is just 10 miles away from Bashar al-Assad's presidential palace. In the last month, regime forces, strongly backed by Russia, have retaken 70% of Eastern Ghouta. They've slowly carved it up into 3 shrinking pockets, all held by different rebel groups.
According to the information we have, individual militant units are ready to lay down their arms and leave Eastern Ghouta, but they are waiting for the command from their Western patrons.
As ever in this cruel war, it's civilians who've paid the price of military action. A monitoring group says more than 1,400 civilians have been killed in the region in the past month. On Saturday, dozens were reportedly killed by airstrikes in the town of Zamalka. 250 miles north of Eastern Ghouta, in the Kurdish-controlled enclave of Afrin, another exodus. It may technically be the same country, but it's become a very different war. Here, it's Turkey flexing its muscle. Its military has waged a nearly 2-month-long offensive on the area, slowly pushing US-backed Kurdish militia out. It says they have links to Kurdish groups inside Turkey, which Ankara has fought for decades. Now, civilians are rushing to use the only escape route open to the south. Reports say violence here has displaced as many as 150,000 people.
As you can see, there is war and displaced people. Our children are hungry and we've been walking for 3 days. And thank God we have arrived here.
There are deaths and the war is raging. You cannot sleep, you cannot eat, and people are afraid. We cannot sleep because of planes and artillery.
This week, the Syrian conflict entered its 8th year. No foreign power has been able to stop the violence. The fact that so many foreign governments are protecting their own interests here means it's now become their war too. Harry Darkins, BBC News.